Graduands, guests, colleagues, I declare this ceremony open. Please be seated. As Pro-Vice-Chancellor Education, I welcome you to this graduation ceremony for students from the School of Social Sciences. I'd also like to welcome the family and friends who are joining us from around the world via the NTU live stream. Welcome also to our outstanding alumni, Julie Taylor, MVE. It's a pleasure and a privilege to have you with us, and we look forward to hearing your thoughts a little later in the ceremony. Graduands, I want to begin by congratulating you on your achievements. In particular, all of my colleagues and I want to acknowledge that you've had a tough time, with significant periods of your time with us disrupted by COVID-19. Nonetheless, you've come through the challenges that you faced, and you've shown considerable resilience and resourcefulness along the way. And these are qualities which will serve you well as you navigate what may be uncertain times ahead. Graduation is a very significant day for us as much as it is for you. It's the moment we come together to reflect on your academic accomplishments and all the other incredible things that you've done through your NTU journey. I want to recognise also the doctoral student who will be coming across this stage today. A PhD is the highest level of academic study, and in completing your doctorate with us, you've made a significant contribution to the university's research culture, so thank you for this. No matter which programme you've just completed, foundation, undergraduate or postgraduate degree, professional qualification or apprenticeship, your talent and determination have laid firm foundations for the next stage in your life. However, no one completes this journey alone, and I invite you to remember now all those who've supported you along the way. Families, friends, course mates, professional services staff and academic tutors. So please join me in thanking them now with a well-deserved round of applause. These ceremonies also give us the opportunity to reflect on the university's world-leading research, on our commitment to ensuring our graduates are equipped for the world of work, and on our ever-expanding network of international partnerships. And I'll highlight just a few of these now. We remain the most popular destination for UK undergraduate students, and we're now the 5th biggest university in the UK based on student numbers. We've won major national awards for the quality of our student support and our contribution to social mobility. We remain one of the top 5 most environmentally sustainable universities in the world. Our research has once again won a Queen's Anniversary Prize, and we have had the most improved score of any comprehensive university in the recent Research Excellence Framework. Yet some of our proudest achievements can be found in the results of our student surveys. So thank you to all of you who completed the National Student Survey or the Postgraduate Taught Experience Survey in recent months. These surveys gather your opinions on the quality of your courses, and they provide us with valuable insights into what we're doing well and where we might improve further. In 2022, NTU's overall student satisfaction stands at 81% in the undergraduate survey and 84% in the postgraduate survey. And we acknowledge that we've some way to go to get back to our pre-pandemic peak of 89% in this national student survey, but we're still a long way ahead of the sector average. In both surveys, 86% of our students said they'd recommend that others study here. And this is very encouraging, so I want to thank you for recognising that enabling our students to succeed is our top priority. The School of Social Sciences exemplifies these ambitions. It does not have a single point of focus nor a defining discipline. Instead, it's a community comprising thousands of different voices and ambitions. It is made up of teachers, of paramedics and psychologists, of nurses, sociologists, and students of national and international politics. It's a school characterised and sustained by its diversity, but one whose members all share a common bond, and that's a pressing need to improve society. The school believes in combining cutting-edge theory with hands-on practice, and as your careers progress, do remember that those two things are not exclusive. They should work in tandem and inform each other. A practitioner, whether a police officer, a forensic psychologist, or a social worker, for example, can still theorise about their profession. And that's how lasting, meaningful change can be delivered for individuals, families, and even entire communities. That is the philosophy of the School of Social Sciences, and one that reflects the duties of a modern university to enrich, to empower, and to connect globally. Class of 2022, I do hope you enjoy today's ceremony. I now invite Associate Dean for Psychology, Dara McDermott, to read the names of today's graduands, and Registrar Steve Denton to confer your degrees.
I now invite the stewards to bring forward the first group of graduands. Registrar. The following have qualified for awards from the School of Social Sciences. Doctor of Philosophy degree, Veruska Calabria, whose research is on oral histories of the Nottinghamshire mental hospitals, exploring memories of giving and receiving care. Master of Science degree in Forensic Psychology, Eliza Pauley.
Hi, Eliza, well done.
Bachelor of Science degree with honours in Psychology, Madison Hill.
Hi, Madison, well done.
Lucy Hilton. Sophie Hodson.
Hi, Sophie, well done.
Isabel Holloway Vine.
Hi, Isabel, well done.
Emma Holohan Green.
Hi, Emma, well done.
Harriet Horn. Annabelle Hovenden.
Hi, Annabelle, well done.
George Howes.
Hi, George, well done.
James Hudson.
Hi, James, well done.
Lucy Hughes.
Hi, Lucy, well done.
Zainab Idris.
Hi, Zainab, well done.
Jamie Ingledew.
Hi, Jamie, well done.
Shanaz Iqbal.
Ashnaz William.
Bianca James.
Bianca William.
Lauren James.
Lauren William.
Shemaya Jerome.
Shemaya William.
Megan Jones.
Megan William.
Aaron Judah.
Aaron William.
Manpreet Kaur. Orla Kavanagh. Tristan Kay. Michelle Kayani. Emily Kent. Amy Kessler. Vasina Khan. Joe Kiernan. Sarah Kleist. Ellie Cotchett. Nikita Kohli. Omotara Kolade. Diana Kulitate. Matthew Lakudzala. Maya Lane. Isis Last. Megan Leggett. Alice Lehman. Madison Little. Cypress Llewellyn. Ison Lofty. Isabel Lowe. Alice Lucchini. Joya Linden. Ruby May Pales. Leah Mandich. Sarah Manley. Jacob Marshall. Lucy Mart. Lewis Martin. Eliana Mastrangello. Catherine Matthews. Amy Maddox. Keris McAlpine. Emma McCall. Charlie McGlade. Oliver McKinley. Chloe Meredith. Anya Milazveska. Akifa Muazzam. Zainab Mohammed. Sophie Moses. Hannah Mullen. Abby Mirthwaite. Vinoja Nanganathan. Pamanvir Nagra. Helen Newstead. Julia Niedbala. Georgia Rose Nolan. Millie North. Nicole Nuttall. Tegan Nutton. Charlotte Obenay. Heather Orchard. Claudia Orki-Saveska. Sarah Otahal. Nantia Papazarkada. Thomas Pardo Alvarez. Registrar. That concludes the presentation of awards to the first group of graduates from the School of Social Sciences. I am now pleased to invite Philip McTiernan to the stage to give the oration for the outstanding alumni, Julie Taylor MBE, and to present them to the registrar to receive their award.
It is my pleasure and privilege to present Julie Taylor, one of the most outstanding members of our alumni community, to receive an award today in recognition of her achievements. Julie was born in 1966 at the Nottingham Hospital for Women on Peel Street, better known by many of us here today as the site of the Gooseberry Bush pub. She attended Larkfield Primary School and Kimberley Comprehensive School in Nottingham. But Julie's educational pathway hasn't always been straightforward. But she's lived by her dad's mantra: learn all you can, because they can never take it away from you. Though she's still not entirely sure who they are, these words have echoed through Julie's life, and she's instilled the same attitude into hundreds of other people. Teaching has become a cornerstone of Julie's life, starting early, as at the age of 6, Julie was caught marking another child's spelling test. The teacher, as you can imagine, was less than impressed, but so was young Julie, because the marking was completely accurate. In this instance, Julie showed that what needed to be done and how others should do it. That moment would prove to be a guiding light in her career. Yet Julie left school at 16 with a desire to become a personal assistant. Showing great resilience, she worked her way up by attending night school before finally becoming an executive PA to a global company and the project manager. But this was the 1980s, however, and the gender pay divide was in full effect. While Julie was paid £14,000 a year, her male equivalents were paid £27,000 a year, almost double the same wage. She appealed through the company, but her protests were ignored. That's when Julie decided to leave and set up her own business, First Impressions, which provided PA and project management services. As the company grew, Julie enjoyed the satisfaction of selling these same services back to her old employer, but charging them double. In time, Julie would refocus in supporting adult learning as she watched the world change and the opportunities and circumstances. The earliest years of Julie's academic and professional life had already provided some valuable lessons. Taking opportunities was key, as well as appreciating that the road sometimes appears to run out, and making your own is often needed. It's not always easy to do that. Those opportunities don't arrive at the most convenient moments. But Julie's resourcefulness and versatility, combined with her appetite for learning and self-improvement, led to fantastic rewards for her and those people whose lives she would go on to change. Her training provisions enabled teenage mums to return to education, removing big barriers for them along the way. Julie's retraining programs also supported many adults back into work as the region's economy started to shift in the 1990s. With her support, women who'd once worked in the textile industry began to successfully enter the job market as office workers and administrators. Julie herself had been bitten by the education bug. She earned a City and Guilds certificate in teaching adult learners, an Assessor's Award training others in adult education, a Level 4 in advice and guidance for teenage parents, a post-qualification in education certificate, but she wanted to do more than train. She wanted to teach. So that's when Julie approached NTU, starting a new adventure as a part-time student, achieving a first-class BA in education and subsequently earning a qualified teaching status. Julie had taken to learning in a way that her 16-year-old self would have never recognised, and returned to NTU once more, completing an MA in education with distinction in 2014. Julie's training programmes have secured a host of regional and national awards, recognising her extraordinary work in adult education. She has also earned awards for supporting teenage mums back into university, reflecting the true life-changing impact of her work. Today, Julie's passion for education sees her blazing a trail as assistant head of vocation education faculty at Ashfield School, recognised through her being awarded an MBE in the Queen's Birthday Honours List in 2021 for services to education and charity. Through the intervening years, Julie has raised 3 sons, Bradley, Oliver and Ashley, who have excelled in business and the Royal Navy respectively, with Julie's youngest, Ashley, here with us today, who's just about to start his own teaching career this September. No doubt they have been inspired by the same "learn all you can" mantra their mum inherited. And beyond work, Julie continues to set her own challenges, recently becoming a qualified teaching instructor and lake swimming for cancer research. The lake swimming entailed swimming 26.2 miles an hour, every hour, until she completed it, an amazing feat. Julie's success in such a disciplined event drew down on her perseverance to achieve, her unwavering commitment to every element, and determination to overcome obstacles thrown at her day or night. Not satisfied with completing the charity Lake Swim once, Julie has successfully completed this event again this year. And based on Julie's current life advice and thoughts and considerations, what would she offer us here today? Simply, to take those opportunities. Never limit yourselves. Continue to set your own challenges and find your road to whatever you want from life. Her own story is the essence of those principles. Registrar, we are honoured to have such an inspirational leader in our alumni community, and it gives me great pride and pleasure to present Julie Taylor to receive her Nottingham Trent University Outstanding Alumni Award.
Wow, right. Firstly, I'd like to thank you, Phil, for your kind words and the honour of being here today. Congratulations to all of you graduates too, each having fulfilled your own individual journey to get to this moment today. I've been asked to address you with a few tips for success, and I'll keep my words brief. One of the best speeches I've ever heard given at a graduation ceremony was by Admiral McRaven, who presented to the graduates of the University of Texas in 2014. It's well worth a watch on YouTube. We're not going to go through it now, so I can save 20 minutes there, but I will echo all of his words made in that speech. My aim is to leave you with just one or two things to think about in the next 4 minutes. I was born, as you've just heard, a short walk away from here in the heart of the city of Nottingham, and Nottingham is very, very much in my heart. City which is very dear to me and has always remained so, especially with Nottingham Forest being just over the water. It's a real honour to be recognised by Nottingham Trent University. I loved my time studying here and regularly reflect on my time spent at the Clifton campus, where I'm actually hoping to return, but that's another story. I was a mature student, as you've heard, when I arrived here, balancing the role of being a single mum to 3 very active young boys with running a business and eventually becoming a full-time teacher. And I'll never forget walking through the doors of Nottingham Trent that very first time that I entered there and feeling the nervous excitement of a new chapter about to begin. And I knew I was in a special place. Fast forward a few years and lots of hard work, and this is my 4th time of wearing ceremonial robes here. On some of the proudest days of my life, as where you are sitting today. My studies included developing a practice of professional reflection as a teacher, each day reflecting on what had happened in the classroom. In fact, very often at the end of each lesson, reflecting on that and learning why some lessons went well and others very definitely didn't go so well. And my first tip is to encourage you to set aside time to reflect holistically too, not only on your professional capacity, but in wider life as well. It's a practice I'm still working on to avoid catapulting straight from one project to another, but there are always lessons to be learned. The richest person on the planet still has the same amount of hours in a day and days in a week as the rest of us, and that's worth remembering. Time is precious and finite. We'll have less of it overall tomorrow than we've got today. So spend it wisely and aim for a good balance, both in your working life and in your playtime too. Again, I need to take my own advice, so I'll watch this back. We all face trials and make the wrong decisions at times, and it's all part of the learning process. But be brave. One who is frightened to make mistakes is destined to stay where they are now, and stepping out of our comfort zones is a really important thing to do, or we'll never expand our own horizons. Resilience is so important, and you must have demonstrated that in order to get here today. In the words of the Japanese proverb, fall down 7 times, stand up 8. Completing a degree in times of pandemic lockdowns is a notable milestone for all of you, and I commend you for that. Be proud of what you've achieved and celebrate your success today. You have a firm foundation upon which to build now, whether it's going straight into a career or if it's continuing on your university studies or maybe a bit of both. And so I'm coming into land. My late parents were key influences in my life, and their words of advice were simple and repeated often. My mother's favourite saying, "A bit of help is worth a lot of pity," has shaped my charitable work over the last 30 years. Where you can, use your education to help others. Taking her advice today, I'm raising awareness that this very day is World Drowning Prevention Day, and as you've heard, I'm an endurance swimmer. The RNLI have launched their campaign, Respect the Water, today. Please follow their advice so that we can all take advantage of the skills and knowledge that you've learned on your journey so far. My father's advice, you've heard, learn all you can, they can never take it from you, has shaped my life. I followed it with intention, and it's been so valuable to me. I'm passing the advice to you, and he would be thrilled to have you as his audience, reaching such an academic crew. Finally, my own advice is, if you can only be one thing, be kind. My thanks to the Registrar and Chief Operating Officer Steve Denton and Nottingham Trent University for my award. I am truly humble and blessed. Thank you.
I now invite the stewards to bring forward the second group of graduands. Registrar. The following have also qualified for awards from the School of Social Sciences. Bachelor of Science degree with honours in Psychology, Holly Parker. Madeleine Parker. Devon Palmer. Isla Parsons. Polly Percival. Abby Phillips. Rebecca Pickard. Ellie Pidcock. Pooja Pilipataya. Beth Poynton. Isabella Parage. Ruan Pring. Joshua Pritchett. Shima Raman. Amy Ramsbottom. Manisha Rattan. Rebecca Reed. Emma Reagan.
Hi, Emma Reagan.
Phoebe Revitt.
Hi, Phoebe Reagan.
Adam Riley.
Hi, Adam Reagan.
Ciara Ringland.
Hi, Ciara Reagan.
Molly Rothwell.
Hi, Molly Reagan.
Emanuela Rucci.
Hi, Ella Reagan.
Alessandra Russell.
Hi, Sandra Reagan.
Vijdan Salman.
Kristen Reagan.
Charlotte Scott.
Hi, Charlotte Reagan.
Sylvia Sesvikova.
Sylvia Reagan.
Sophia Scambelloni.
Sophia Reagan.
Cameron Sheehan.
Hi, Cameron Reagan.
Bethany Simmons.
Hi, Bethany Reagan.
Eleanor Smith.
Hi, Eleanor Reagan.
Emily Smith.
Hi, Emily Reagan.
Imogen Smithson.
Hi, Imogen Reagan.
Jessica Nsodi.
Hi, Jessica Reagan.
Christina Stevanovic.
Hi, Christina Reagan.
Jasmine Stevens.
Hi, Jasmine Reagan.
Natasha Stewart.
Hi, Natasha Reagan.
Glory Stopford.
Lily Reagan.
Catherine Stile.
Hi, Catherine Reagan.
Shagana Thivan Diraraja.
Diana Reagan.
Abigail Tom.
Hi, Abigail Reagan.
Ben Thornton.
Hi, Ben Reagan.
Georgia Tomlinson.
Georgia Reagan.
Maria Toscani.
Hi, Maria Reagan.
Nancy Tracy.
Hi, Nancy Reagan.
Sophia Tranter.
Hi, Sophia Reagan.
Elizabeth Turner.
Hi, Elizabeth Reagan.
Shivangi Valand.
Hi, Shivangi Reagan.
Katie Wainwright.
Hi, Katie Reagan.
Adrienne Waite.
Adrienne Reagan.
Daniel Walker.
Hi, Daniel Reagan.
Olivia Walker.
Hi, Olivia Reagan.
Stephanie Walker.
Hi, Stephanie Reagan.
Eleanor Waring.
Hi, Eleanor Reagan.
Maisie Warren.
Hi, Maisie Reagan.
Cassidy Webb.
Hi,
Greta Wharton.
Aye, well done.
Jessica Whelan.
Aye, Jessica, well done.
Madeline Wilkinson.
Aye, Madeline, well done.
Owen Wilkinson.
Aye, Owen, well done.
Rachel Wilkinson.
Aye, Rachel, well done.
Lauren Willett.
Aye, Lauren, well done.
Courtney Wilson.
Aye, Courtney, well done.
Erin Wilson.
Aye, Erin, well done.
Charlotte Windle.
Aye, Charlotte, well done.
Michael Wolverson.
Aye, Michael, well done.
Henry Woodall.
Aye, Henry, well done.
Kirsty Woodward.
Aye, Kirsty, well done.
James Wren.
Aye, James, well done.
Olivia Vrobel-Vrobeleska.
Aye, Olivia, well done.
Malak Zaid.
Aye, Harry, well done.
Artemisia Zervodakis.
Aye, Tunisia, well done.
Pauline Zvak.
Aye, well done.
Annika Inderelst.
Annika, well done.
Grace Miller.
Aye, Grace, well done.
Lauren Tate.
Aye, Lauren, well done.
Georgia Taylor.
Aye, Georgia, well done.
Hannah Wiseman.
Hannah, well done.
Registrar. That concludes the presentation of awards from the School of Social Sciences and concludes the presentation of awards to graduates at this ceremony. In absentia, Registrar, I invite you to confer degrees on those graduates who have not been presented to you in person, but who have indicated that they wish their awards to be conferred in their absence. I certify that these graduates are worthy of their degrees, and I stand as proxy. Claudia Orzaveska, who earlier received a Bachelor of Science degree with honours in psychology, will now propose the student vote of thanks.
Registrar, Pro-Vice Chancellor, Associate Dean, distinguished guests, family, friends, and fellow graduates. I feel honoured to have a chance to deliver a vote of thanks on this special day. I think we can all agree that these 3 years have been particularly difficult due to the COVID-19 pandemic. This makes our graduation celebration today particularly special. Therefore, I want to thank all my fellow graduates for being present, attending lectures, doing group work, and sticking together despite how emotionally draining it was. Thank you all for the hard work we have done together and separately. Moreover, I would like to thank all teaching and other staff at NTU for the amazing contribution to the success of the graduates during these 3 years. I know it wasn't easy teaching us, especially when we were complaining and had our microphones off and cameras off during team meetings. A special thank you for all of our tutors that helped us with our final year projects and dissertations. Thank you for caring about our projects as if they were your own. Without you, we wouldn't have made it. A special thank you to all of our friends and families for emotionally being there for us and for motivating us to do our best. Sometimes a hug from you was all we needed to help us to get through these challenging 3 years. Thank you for believing in us, despite how annoying we could get. I'm a first-generation student, and therefore my parents did not always understand my university struggles. I want to thank all the parents who never went to university and tried to support their child throughout their university journey. Thank you all for listening. It was a great privilege speaking to you, and have a great time celebrating this amazing day.
Class of 2022, may I echo the thoughts of my colleague Jane, our Pro-Vice-Chancellor at Education, by congratulating you on your achievements, and may I wish you every success for the future. It is fantastic to be able to share this day with you and your nearest and dearest in person and in our magnificent University Hall. I want to recognise the contribution at this point to Julie. It's great to have distinguished alumni back and be able to recognise the contribution that you've made to Nottingham, wider Nottinghamshire, and indeed education, which is what we're all about. So thank you for coming back, Julie. We really appreciate it. Thank you. Claudia, what can I say? Standing up here, it is, I know this, nerve-wracking. So to deliver that vote of thanks with such aplomb, you're a credit to your parents and you're a credit to this university. So very well done indeed. Well done. Students like Claudia are the beating heart of our university and in many ways this great city of Nottingham. Your contributions did not just come in your lecture theatres or your seminars, studios or laboratories. You undertook placements that made local organisations more effective. You took NTU to its highest position in the University Sports League this year. We finished 9th. You made the Global Lounge the vibrant place that it is known to be around the world. Beyond our campuses, you played sports for local clubs. You helped young children with their reading in local schools. You volunteered at food banks, and you recovered welfare benefits denied to local residents. And you undertook countless other activities through societies of our Students' Union. You also contributed generously to the nighttime economy of the city. Where would this university, and indeed Nottingham, be without you? Although you've now graduated, you remain members of our NTU global family, a worldwide community of around 250,000 alumni. Our doors will always be open to you. You can continue to access support from us, including face-to-face advice on the next steps of your career from our employability team. In time, consider how you too could help future generations of students, just as some alumni will have helped you through offering guest lectures, through placements and careers advice, or by funding scholarships, facilities and research. And when the time comes, please do complete the Graduate Outcomes Survey. By doing so, you'll be making another important contribution to the university. But all that is for the future, and now is the time to enjoy your success. Very shortly, I'll invite you all to join us for refreshments in the Newton building. But before I do, I'd like to finish where I started. As Jane and Claudia said, the class of 2022 have succeeded so much in such challenging circumstances. And it's a real pleasure and a privilege to be able to confer your degrees on you as you walked across this stage. And family and friends, it was great to have you here with us. And actually, I thought you were a bit polite. There was a bit of whooping and hollering, but there's just polite applause. So before I formally close this ceremony, I want you to clap. I want you to cheer. I want you to hoop. I want you to holler. I want you to stamp your feet, because this class of 2022 deserve it. Well done. You won't have seen this, but I've just spotted a guest at the back. This is the first time I've ever seen this in 25 years of celebrating graduation, who stood up and was pumping away. So thank you very much, madam. I appreciate it. Guests, please remain seated for the processional music and as the academic party and our graduates leave the hall. I now declare this graduation ceremony closed.